Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 26th of September. So there is a bearish count that we have on our website, and we've talked about it here as well, but there's also a bullish count as well, and I just thought that we should update that today. So the top here being wave 3, an A and a B and a C wave here for wave 4, and we can move up from this particular low here. So we're looking for 5 waves up here, and then a correction, and then further upside. So we need those 5 waves to complete themselves at this stage. Let's go in and have a look at that. So from the 4-hour chart to the 1-hour chart. When we spoke yesterday, we were looking at this here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for this, and having a low down, well, pretty much where we anticipated it to be. So yeah, an A and a B and a C wave here. The C wave, we got this trouble with wave 4 being so high here, but as I mentioned yesterday on the cash market, the physical market, the 5-minute chart here, we've got 1 and 2 and 3, an A and a B and a C for 4 here, and we're looking for wave 5 to move down between the 200 and the 100, so we end up around the 150 area here with 5 waves here. So it still could be a bearish situation, but I just need to point out that we have an A and a B and a C wave here, and I guess if we could look at this in terms of that space to the upside here, if this was going to, well, it can do a couple of things here. The 40% and the 61.8% are both sort of valid areas here for this, so I need to be a little bit mindful of this. But the other thing too is that the S&P 500, well, you can just watch the video on the S&P 500. The S&P 500 has got 5 waves up here. On the European markets, we don't have 5 waves up here. We still need to move a little bit higher for that. So on the tick chart here, the 100 ticks, just, yeah, so let me just get a little bit more data in here. So we've got our bearings. So this is the low that we're looking for, and as wave C or 4. So this whole move up can still be corrective, but the S&P, the S&P 500 has got 5 waves in that structure. So in this case here, we've got 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, the 3rd wave here. So I'm looking for a little 4th wave here, and then a 5th wave higher. So all I really wanted to point out is that if we get the 5 waves up into this space up here, then 5 waves up, then we can look for an ABC pattern, and then we'll look for further move up. So the trade to the long side will be this section here. Okay, so let's have a look at the FTSE. So with these markets, they're still in bearish pictures in the mainstream, in the main trend to the downside, but there is a bullish count, you know, and what I'm trying to say here is that, and the same with the FTSE here, this is the 4-hour chart here, we've been tracking this here. So, you know, we don't have support on 7.3 just yet, but if we do get 5 waves up here, then we're going to get an A and a B and a C pattern here, and then that gives us our trigger to the upside. So this is we need this to occur with the US markets, and it looks like it can do it, you know. So that's why I don't normally put a video out today, as you know, for the European markets, but I figure we need to get ready and tune in for this. So if we do get 5 waves up, then we can look for an ABC pattern, and then we can go long here, and it'll be perfect because we'll have this nice big correction here as the accumulation process. We'll have group 1 here, top of group 1 as support, so that's perfect, and then we'll be pushing way up into the 7.5 at that stage. So let's just see if it sets up, and we'll take the trade. It's simple as that. But let's go in and have a little look at this here. So with this one here, the A wave, the B wave, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, there's different ways to count this as well. But let's just go to the tick chart for this. So the other way to count this too, which we've looked at here, I don't know if we can squash all that in, is having this one here as the top, then an A wave here, because we've got 3 waves here. This is why I feel like this is a corrective pattern here, but an A and a B and a C here, because we've got 5 waves up here for the B wave. And then, as you know, I've been counting 5 waves down through here, so we've got those in play, and we're looking for 5 waves up here, which is starting to look quite good, you know. So we can see that we've got wave 1 here, and it's got a nice 5 wave structure here for 1 and 2, and just pulling this apart here is 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 4th wave here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So we've got a little bit more to go up to get the 3rd wave, then we'll have the 4th wave, and then the 5th wave. But that's the beauty of this here, because, you know, then we'll get, once that's done here, then we can look for our ABC pattern here. Like I said, it may not occur, but it's looking good like that. So we'll get that. We'll get the top in play here, then the A, the B, and the C here, and then we can go along on this side over here. So we just need to be patient, allow this to play out here. It may not occur, and it could just crash, do anything, but if it does fall into place, then we've got ourselves a nice setup. We've got a big setup on the 4-hour chart right down into this space here, and we'll be able to catch a nice trend at that point. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.
Report unless it's done. Really? Just holding up some plates.